Testing. All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom Bashim Yahshua, brother thumb to the brothers, Shalom Yahshua all the Bashim Yahshua to the sisters. We at the Isupk Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Command of General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group.
Right.
All right, today, as you already know, it's a Sabbath service. We will be reading from the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 9 to Numbers 11 and 21. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe. You got anything else before we begin?
Floss.
All right. Now, with that being said, Majim, just me and the brother here. Okay. We call it Trooper Shakat. Hey, just come right here. State your registry.
Shakat, one God, one Yahshua.
Trooper
Shakat, Bon Gad, Bon Yahshua.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakhtah.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakhtah.
Sorry, face me. Sorry. Now, keep it up. You say,
Yahshua.
sorry, face me. Sorry.
Mighty one upon Yahakodam, which means to rise, stand, and face the east. We're going over the prayers in Hebrew and English, beginning with the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Isupk, Yahweh, Malakavka, Tabaa, Ratzaka, Haya, Aisha, Baratza, Kowa, Haya, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Bakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawathinawa, Wala'a, Tabayanawa, Banatayawan, Abba, Hawashainawa, Ayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapara, Lawalamyam,
Amen. This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our
Father,
which art in heaven.
which art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth. As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
Into
temptation.
But
deliver us.
From evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
Forever.
So be it.
Amen. Amen. This is the Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakushah, Natalanawa, Hakak, Parapa, Larapaa, Call Makala, Call Manawa, Hakak, Latahar, how much is the Rayam, Hakak, the Hakwayam, Hamathiam, Hakak, Harakawa, Matama'ala, the Garshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, what I'm
Hakak, which is the power in the English,
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please
give
us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
In the name
of Yahushua.
of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew Yahweh, Ba Hashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Waya Sharala, Wahabaya, Saparia, Barak, Ba Hashem Yahushai, the word Ahmad.
What we just said was, Lord,
Lord,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua,
bless us,
and
Israel,
and
the school,
and the school,
in the name of Yahushua,
in the name of Yahushua.
Thank you,
So be it.
so be
it. This is Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Aharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Azariah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shamayam, Wa'aratza, Ayadan, Namawat, Rogalka, Ayanawam, Damarka, Kanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yashan, Sawamar, Yashra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Yah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarach, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashtamarka, Makar, Rai, Yashamar, Athapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazahaka, Wabawaka, Maitha, Wa'ai, I will
Now in English. I will lift my eyes into the hills.
I will lift my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help coming from the Lord.
Coming from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
Behold,
he
that keepeth Israel.
He that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time
from
forth.
this time forth
And
even
forevermore.
forevermore. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim, all Dami Alaka, all Taka Arash, all the Squat, all Kahana, Iowabika, Yahama, Yawan, Ra'ash, Alaimaka, Yarawamya, Sawada, Waita, Yaitazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Walakakidim, Goya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Shabya Shra'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa Itazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakawahwa, it's like Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Awa'aba, Hagaryam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalat, Halasha, Amir Shabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labunya, Lawat, Salas, Aisha, Laham, Kamadya, Kataya, Sarah, Kayabya, Bonakar, Wayas one, Nishan Mawat, Haya, Dara, Hayawa, Damat, La Adama, Shayathamwa, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, because of Ba, because of Bach, because of Zalmanai, Call Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naya Rasha, Nawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathamwa, Kagala, Kwash, Lapanya, Rawaka, Salagin. It's like Ka'ash, Tabaira, Yaira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kun, Dardatma, Basta Irika, Babasa, Wapaka, Tawahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kalawan, Wayabakwaswa, Shimka, Yahawa, Yabaswa, Wayabahawa, Idiai, Wayakaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kayata, Shimka, Yahawa, the Baka, Iwan, Alcohol, Paratza.
Psalms 83 in English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For
lo,
thine enemies.
Make
a tumult. And they that hate thee. And they that hate thee. Have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted. Against thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. And let us cut them off. From being a nation. The name of Israel. May be no more remembered. But they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Moab. and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and
Amalek,
the
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur
also was joined with them.
They
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Do unto them. As to the Midianites. As to Sisera. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kishon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like red. Like Zaid. Yea. All their princes. As Sabbath. And as Zalmunna. Who said, let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession. Oh my God. Make them like a wheel. And as a stubble before the wind. As a fire burnt the wood. And as a flame set the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest. Make them afraid. With thy storm. Fill their faces with shame. That they may seek thy name. O Lord. Let them be confounded. Trouble forever. Yea. Let them be put to shame. And perish. That men may know. That thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, the Most High over all the earth. These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Wamayaka Allah, Wa'alahayim, Watazab Yaha, Alawap Yahana, Ha'alawapyam, Hasaranyam, Hakatayanyam, Hakahayoyam, Wahawatyan, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, the water, Amen. Now in English. Blessed you, Yahweh. And Yahushai. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yahana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Sorry, face me. You may be seated. For anybody who just now may be tuning in, Sabbath service, priest and officer Abad Ya'ala will be reading in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the Hebrew. We'll break it down 7 by 7, so 7 verses in the Hebrew. And then Trooper Shaka will be reading in English, and then we will proceed. Participation is always encouraged. If anybody has any questions, by all means, feel free to raise your hand or put it in the chat if there's anything that you're confused on. With that being said, actually,
come on. The book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 9 in the Hebrew. Wakaya, Taba'awa, Malakma, Ba'aratazakam, I'll Hatazar, Hatazara, Athakam, Waharath, Wahara'itham, Baka Taza Ra with Rawath, Wanaza Karatham, Lapanya Yahweh, Allahayakam, Wanawasha Itham, Ma'ayaba Yakam, verse 10, Wabaya Yawan, Shama Kath, so like a Shamak the come, Wabama Wa I Dayakam, Waba Ashaya, Ha Kada, so like Kadash Yakam, Watha Kwa'ai Thumb, Baha Taza, so like a Baka Taza Rath Isle, Isla the, so like Alpha Yalakam, Zab, so like Zaba Zabakya, Shalama Yakam, Waha Yawa Lakam, Laza Ka Rawan Lapanya, Allahayakam, Anya Yahweh, Allahayakam, verse 11. Waya haya bana basanaha hashan it's like hashan ya bakadash ya Ba'isha Rayam Bakadash Ma'ai it's like Ma'ai La Hawa Hai Wa Hai Nawa Hai Nun Ma'io Mashakan Hai Da verse 12 Waya Sa'aiwa Banya Yasha'ala Lamata Ayat Yahum Mamada Bar Sayanaya Waya Shakan Ha'ainan Mamada Bar Pa'aran verse 13 Waya Sai what's like it Waya Sa'aya Iwa Bara Ashana Al Paya Yahweh Bayada Masha Ya Waya Sa'ai Bagada Makana Banya Yahawada Bara Ashana Lataza Ba'atham Ayal it's like it Wa'il Taza Ba'ath Nasha Nakasha it's like it Nakashwan Bun Iba Yanadab verse 15 verse 15 Wa'il Taza Ba Mataha Banya Yashakar Nathanal Bun Taza wa ire sorry Taza wa ira verse 16 wa il Tazaba Mata Bun Zabalawan Allah sorry Allah Ya'ab Bun Kala 1 verse 17 Waha Rad Mashakan Wanasa Aiwa Banya Garashan Banya Mararaya Nasha Aya Hamashakan verse 18 17 right 11 to 17 or 11 to 18
It's like 10
to 19 17 right
15
so 15 oh
yeah 16 it's like no 15 you too wild. So you will need Numbers chapter 10 we'll start at verse 9.
Okay. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 9. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. Also, verse 10, also in the day of your gladness and in your solemn days and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow with trumpets over your burnt offerings and offer the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God. Verse 11. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month in the second year that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony. Verse 12. And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. And they first took their journey according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses. In the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah according to their armies, and over his host was Nahashon, the son of Amminadab, and over the host of the tribe of the children of Issachar was Nathanael, the son of Zeur.
Stop right there. You got anything before we continue about?
Yeah, come on, kind. Just to touch on what we went over last week, the blowing of the trumpet, the shofar. You know what I'm saying? There's this different signal for everything. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all was with us last week, we could do a little bit of review. You know what I'm saying? When read verse 4 for me. Or it's like verse 3.
Verse 3, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 3. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So there's going to be a signal for when everybody assembles at the door of the congregation. Go ahead, verse 4.
Verse 4. And if they blow but with one trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee.
So if only one sound, if you only hear one trumpet or one shofar, you know what I'm saying, that's when the princes or the heads of the tribes of Israel will go and gather unto Moses. Go ahead, read verse 5.
When ye blow an alarm, then the camp that lie on the east parts shall go forward.
Okay. Keep on.
Verse 6, when ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys.
So just a little review. And then when it goes over verse 11, when it says that the cloud was taken over or taken up from off the tabernacle. You know what I'm saying? If you remember from last week, the ending of chapter 9 was telling us when we knew when to leave, you know what I'm saying, the camp spot or not, or when we knew when it's time to start heading, closer towards, you know what I'm saying, the Holy Land. And at the end of chapter 9, it says that the Lord was telling them when to leave. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't us deciding when we want to leave the camp spot or not. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's saying the Lord was with us the entire time. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, same way he's going to be with us the entire time out of America. You know what I'm saying? Same time he's been with us the entire time we've been here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just a little bit of that's nothing else.
Right. Real quick before we continue, also wanted to just add real quick. This is talking about, the armies of the Most High, right?
Right.
You brought up earlier about like how, we're going into the Holy Land that the Lord promised us. Now, just like a quick little history, there's the nation that you know of today, that the area, the country Israel, was not always Israel. At one point, it was actually the land of Canaan. How we got the land was we had to go to war. So the reason why I want to bring that up real quick to just give you like the significance of why it was that. Yes, we're God's chosen people, but just like anything else in this world, you have to earn, your right for anything, right? So it wasn't just given to us, if that makes sense. Yes, we were brought up out of Egypt. Moses and Aaron, led us out of there. Eventually, we ended up taking over the land of Canaan. But again, it just showed, hey, if you really want this, you have to fight for it. And we did, eventually that became our country for the time until, obviously things happened afterwards. The curses came into play and, we ended up having to flee due to Roman persecution. Southern tribes had to flee to different parts of Africa, West Africa, Central, Southern, and actually the Northern tribes, they actually came over to what you know as today the Americas. Those would be your so-called Native Indigenous brothers and sisters, or Latinos or Hispanics. So that's kind of, just giving you like a little history lesson real quick of what happened. But again, it wasn't just given to us. We had to fight for the right to have that land. So that's all I got. Shalom, you good?
Okay. So let's start from 18.
You can start.
Yeah, because I read 16, 17.
Yeah, you can start.
All right, the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 18. Wana Sa'ai, Dagal, Mahakan, Ra'aban, Lataza Ba Atham, Wa'ayo, Tazaba Awa, Alaya Taza War, Bun, Shada Aya War, verse 19. Wa'ayo Tazaba Matab Bun, Shamai 1, Shalayama Ya'al Bun, Shadara Tazawal Raya, Iwal Tazaba Matab Bun God, Alayasat Bun Da'i Wa'al, verse 21. Wana Sa'iwa Hakwa Ha Thayum, Nasha Ayan, Nasha Ayah, Hama Kodash, Waha Kwa Yamawa'a, Hama Shakan, Aida, Ba'ama, verse 22, last verse. Wana Sa'ai, the God Makanab Bun Aparium, La'aba, Lataza Ba'athum, Wa'ayo, Tazaba'a Wa, Allah Yasha Ma'ai, Bun Amuya Ha Wada.
That's not standard price. So you will start. I'll go from 16 to end of that 21 or 22.
To 20, sorry. 21.
21, so 16.
Or 22.
22. 16, 22.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 16. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merira set forward, bearing the tabernacle. Verse 18. And the standard of the camp of Reuben set forward according to their arms, and over his host was Elijah, the son of Shedeur. Verse 19. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shelumiel, the son of Zerashadiah. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eliphaz, the son of Duo. Verse 21, and the Kohathites set forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they came. Verse 22, and the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elishama, the son of Ammihud.
So real quick, right before we continue, each tribe, I said this was many classes ago, eventually we got to this point. 12 tribes of Israel, each tribe had a brother that was governing each tribe, if that makes sense, right? So there was always somebody that was in charge. Y'all heard us talk about it before, but we always have to emphasize there's always somebody in charge. And the reason why I want to emphasize that so much is because now, I'll just say more so it's pushed in the United States when it comes to so-called Blacks and Latinos, right? We practice individualism, meaning we have the mentality like, oh, it's not my problem. I'm gonna go do what I want to do. Or you're very quick to listen to the so-called white man, but let a brother that looks like you try to give you orders on how you should do something. You have some sort of animosity and you have an issue with listening to that brother. Now that stems from many things. A lot of it is due to slavery. I know some of y'all might think, well, how does that intertwine with slavery? You got to look at the psychology behind things. A lot of us were taught that white is right. A lot of sisters are forced to adhere to European beauty standards, which obviously we're not white. So what is the opposite of that? That would be us. So subconsciously, we are taught that we are not valued, we are not to be respected, and also that so-called Black and Latino men are not leaders in a sense. They're always showing kind of like a tainted version of ourselves. Now you're probably wondering, okay, well, what does that have to do with the mindset? If you are a brother, you're growing up, right, and you are constantly shown that a so-called Black or Latino man is not a leader, and you're shown tainted versions of that man, you're also that. That makes sense. So you start to not have any self-worth for yourself. So when a brother does tell you what to do, you already have it in the back of your head, like, I'm not going to trust him. Who is he? You're going to question him. It's already predetermined in your brain. He might have all the credentials to tell you what to do, but you got a problem with it. Meanwhile, so-called white man come by, he don't know anything, but you'll listen to him. Why? Because you've been subconsciously groomed to think that white is empowered. And a lot of us subconsciously do that. And we need to talk about that now. Because now there's a brother that's in charge of each tribe. And guess what? They follow orders. They did what they were supposed to do. If we didn't do what we were supposed to do, we never would have took over the land of Canaan. Also, even though, you know, we did have some brothers who didn't want to listen to stuff like that. We got up out of Egypt. We still had to listen to Moses. We still had to listen to Aaron. There were some errors along the way, but we still had to adhere to somebody that was in charge. And it's very important because it's not happening now, but you see just all the craziness of what's going on in this country and just really all over the world, all these different countries getting bombed. I don't know if y'all know, but Florida, for our so-called Cuban brothers and sisters, they made a whole music video about voting for Trump. And you want to know who got deported more than any other ethnic group in Florida? It was Cubans by Trump. So that should tell you a few things. One, don't trust the white man. Number two, you know, maybe we should come together, you know, and lean on each other rather than trusting the oppressor. It's like that's all I got. You got anything about it?
Come on, if I may, it's kind of like us as a nation are like babies. You know what I'm saying? Think about that situation in the wilderness where they like, man, it's no water. If I don't get no water, I'm gonna turn it upside down. You know what I'm saying? Like a baby will cry for their bottle for so long. You know what I'm saying? Or when a baby doesn't get their way, all they can do is cry and complain and pout. And that's exactly what the children of Israel do. You know what I'm saying? We cry and we complain and we pout until we get the bare minimum. Until we get something from the oppressor, that's the bare minimum. And now he's the best thing that ever happened to us. You know what I'm saying? We get food stamps and now we love the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? We get government assistance and now we just love the oppressor. Like he's just the best thing that ever happened to us, not knowing that it's a whole, you know what I'm saying, Father in heaven that's been watching you since you've been here. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as the oppressor give you the bare minimum, it's like, man, Israel has a toxic relationship with the white man. You know what I'm saying? It's like we do so much for this country and we get the bare minimum. We so appreciative of it. You know what I'm saying? We love the white man more than we love our own people. And that's evident in what Martin Luther King did. You know what I'm saying? He was loving them snow bunnies more than he loved his own brothers. And he ended up putting us closer to the people that hate us. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we got to stop. We got to learn how to, we have to learn how to break up with America. We have to end this toxic relationship because if not, more people are going to die. More people are going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? More feelings are going to hurt. If in the analogy of a toxic relationship. So
you're absolutely correct. So like that, you free to continue to the next one.
Come on, God. Also, like if I may, can I pose a question right quick?
Go ahead.
Now, in the verses, it mentioned a family that wasn't one of the tribes. Verse 21 was that the Kohathites? Who are those?
Oh yeah.
Can anybody answer who the Kohathites was? Is that a heathen nation that was carrying the tabernacle for us? Who is that? Somebody answer that question. I'll be highly impressed.
I brought this up a few weeks. So I don't know if anybody remembers.
Right.
Let's say, okay. Are the Kohathites heathens? Yes or no? La. Okay, so they're not heathens. So who are they? It's okay to guess. What you got?
They're probably close relatives of Aaron's family, the Levites.
There you go. I'll give it to you. Yes, the Kohathites are the descendants of Kohath, who is the second son of Levi. So you're right. Those are our brothers, just so you know.
Come on, that's like verse 22. So like the book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 23 in the Hebrew. Wa'ayel tazabah matah banya manashah gamala ya'al bun padaha tazawar. Verse 24. Wa'ayel tazabah matah bun yamin abinadab bun gadai. It's like gadai wanaya. Verse 25. Wana sa'ai dagal makana bun dan masapa kalal mak like hamakana latazabath wa'ayo tazaba'awa aka ayazar bun imayasha nadaya. Verse 26, Wa'ayel tazabah matah bun ashar paga aya'al bun akaran ikaran. Verse 27, Wa'ayel tazabah matah bun napathalia aka yara'ai bun aya nawa. So like verse 28, Allah masa ayah banya yasha'ala Lataza ba'atham, waya sa'aiwa. Verse 29, last verse. Waya amar mashal akaban ra'awa. It's like a ra'ai wa'a hamadaya naya kana. It's like kathan masha na'isa yama. Anathaya Nawa, it's like all Hamakwa Mashar Amar, Yahweh Ath Athan, Lakam, Laka, Athanawa, Wahata, Banawa, Laka, Kaya, Yahweh Dabar, Tawaba, Ayo, Yashra Allah.
So you can start at verse 20 to 20.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 23, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 23. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel, the son of Pedahur. Verse 24, and over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan, the son of Gideoni. Verse 25, and the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the rearward of all the camps throughout their host. And over his host was Ehiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagel, the son of Okran. Verse 27, and over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. Verse 28, thus were they journeyings of the children of Israel according to the armies when they set forward. Verse 29, and Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, we are journeying unto the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For the Lord has spoken good concerning Israel.
Okay, so right here, verse 29, right? It says, Moses said unto Hobab, so Hobab, the son of Raguel, the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law. So Hobab is Moses' brother-in-law, but it says that he is the son of a Midianite. This is important. So he is not of the 12 tribes of Israel. So something is going wrong right here. Moses is speaking to him and he's saying, we are journeying onto the place of which the Lord said, I will give to you. Now, when he says I give to you, he's not talking about Hobab. He's talking about the nation of Israel, right? He says, I will give it to you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good, for the Lord has spoken good concerning Israel. Again, concerning Israel. This has nothing to do with the Midianites. Moses, again, very great brothers in the Bible, right? But we also do have to highlight the errors so that we don't do the same thing.
Right.
What Moses is doing right now is wrong. He is having compassion for his brother-in-law, and he's saying, hey, you know, my people, we going over here. I would love for you to come with us. He's not supposed to do that. He's a Midianite. And I don't want to reveal it yet, but we'll get into it as Abadia keeps reading. But I just want to highlight real quick. This is not supposed to happen. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, you might be brother-in-laws, but you're not my brother.
Right.
All right. This is important because I'm telling you right now, some of y'all are going to have to make some very hard decisions. And the Lord knows you better than you know yourself.
Right.
There is going to come a time we are going to be freed, right? And some of you might have family members who are heathens.
Right.
Right. Some of you might have, dare I say, some of you might have relatives before you came into this truth, right? You're not supposed to marry interracially, right? We know this. But some of you might come in here, you might have already been with a woman who is not of your nation, right? Now, according to the law, you know, it's already settled. You weren't supposed to do it, but you didn't know before. Now you know.
Right.
We can't tell you to break up with her. That goes against the law. However, what you do need to understand is, yeah, that's your woman, but she is not of our nation, which means when we have our high holy days, when we have our congregations, your children are allowed to because they are of who you are who your father is, but she is not. All right. So there's going to come a time. I know this sounds messed up, but I'm just being real with you. You might have to say no. And the Lord will look, I'm telling you right now, I know everybody not going to do it. That's what I'm saying. Because some of you still have compassion for other nations. And there's going to come a time where you are going to be put to the test of what you were going to do. Who do you really serve? Do you really serve the Most High? Do you really love your brothers and sisters? Or are you going to go with them? That time is going to come. I don't know when, but it's going to come in, and that's going to be your moment of, hey, I got to make a decision. Kind of similar to when Lot's wife, Sodom and Gomorrah, they were told to leave. Y'all all know the story. She was told to leave, and they were specifically instructed, do not look back. Well, she did. And what it says that she was turned into a pillar of salt. To give it to you in a more literal term, the Lord sent meteors to destroy this place. All right, fire and ash. She got caught up in the blast. And yeah, she was pretty much, in a sense, I don't really know
She was incinerated.
Yeah, she was incinerated. Like her, okay.
She was burnt.
I don't know if y'all ever heard of Pompeii. Has anybody ever heard of Pompeii?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Does anybody know what happened? Y'all want to see, you about to put your hand up. Go ahead.
What happened to Pompeii? There was a massive volcano that overtook the land, and basically the heat of the volcanic ash and all of that, basically turns everything to like pillars of stone.
Right. No, you're absolutely correct. For anybody who might have not heard them, in Pompeii, yes, there was an eruption, and the heat, the volcanic ash, there were people that were caught in it, and they kind of like froze in place, if that makes sense. I know it sounds crazy. You can look it up, but they became like a statue. Like they were incinerated, like you said, pretty much. But it happened so fast. It's like their body is just stuck there, and they're done. Like they've already passed, but that's what's left of their body. Think of that, but with Lot's wife. That was pretty much the same thing that happened. She was supposed to leave, but something about Sodom and Gomorrah, I don't know. She missed it. Her heart wasn't really with her family, and she turned back and she got caught up. And the same thing that happened in Pompeii is what happened to her.
Right.
That makes sense. So, like, yeah, that's all I got. You got anything?
Come on, if I may.
Go ahead.
That's just like the children of Israel, though, trying to share their blessing with the whole world. It's oftentimes when we're at camp and the brother that's of the nation will come and be like, well, why can't YT people join in, man? Why can't they join in? What about the alternative lifestyles? Why can't they be it? I agree with everything you're saying. There was a brother at camp in Vegas, the Walker Bar battle him, Slocky. Mm-hmm. The brother walked up and said, I agree with everything you're saying with the fact that YT people can't join us. And that's just like us. We're so Slocky, dumb and docile that we want everybody to receive the things that we receiving when everybody hasn't went through the same things that we went through. Why do you think we're going to receive the kingdom of heaven? Because we've suffered here in America for so long. What the hell does a YT man need to be saved from? His taxes? He got to pay. He get too much money. He has too much money. His wife talking his ear off about the vanity in the bathroom. She don't like it. What does he need to be saved from? He didn't go through nothing. He's living in heaven right now. This is his kingdom. So why are you trying to share your reward for suffering and defeating, all the temptations of this world when nobody else is doing it? Mm-hmm. It's just like the children of Israel trying to share their blessing with the whole world, and the whole world don't need it. We need to inherit the kingdom. Why? Because we know we're going to be righteous rulers. We didn't been here for so long that we didn't been oppressed and stuck here for so long that the whole thing just needs to reset, and new rulers need to come into power, and we need to go somewhere different. We can't stay here. You want to stay in America? Stay here. You're gonna end up like Lot's wife. You're gonna end up like boy in Okinawa, the shadow's still burnt there. You're gonna end up like him.
Oh yeah.
And you're gonna end up like Sarah Connors on that gate. Stay here if you want to, but I'm trying to get up out of here. I'm not gonna share it with nobody else but my brothers. I could give a damn about a Arab or a YT man, an Asian. I don't care. They don't need to be saved from nothing right now. They live in heaven right now. Every liquor store on this street is owned by a hijabi.
Right.
What they need to be saved from? Too many customers? Oh my gosh, they got to stock shelves every day. They need to be saved from, bro. Why you don't try and share your blessing, man. Inherit this kingdom for yourself and for your brothers, man, not for the whole world. The whole world don't need saving. It's a lot.
Now, Isupk, I just wanted to add on real quick to what you were saying. That is like, there's a lot of flaws with our people, but I think that's probably like top three biggest flaws. We want to save everybody else but ourselves, or we're so open to everybody else, but everybody else gatekeeps. For example, when it comes to our culture, So like black people, we are notorious for, oh, you cool, here's your black card. You invited to the cookout.
You honorary black.
Yeah, oh yeah, he act black. He cool. We're so welcoming to everybody else, and we don't gatekeep anything.
Right.
That's why a lot of heathens, like y'all can look, you can get y'all a little history real quick. K-pop. K-pop is Korean pop. Do you know, if you actually look up what K-pop is, it is literally mimicking and copying black people. I'm not making this up. They will literally remix songs off of Black American songs and then rebrand it as if it's theirs. They walk around with braids. I don't know, Asians don't have braids, but they'll get braids. They like hip hop, they like rap, and they will take that. But the thing is, they feel comfortable enough to do that. I think it's in Poland. You can look it up. I was shocked. They literally will have white people who are doing, it's not even blackface, it's black body at this point. And they are reciting songs from black people in America, saying nigga, and they'll have a whole concert, and then you see the white people sitting there like, yeah, this is great. They're doing that. And the reason why all these other people, they feel like they can just impose on our culture and take it, because it's called, there's cultural appropriation, but then there's just like straight up colonizing. Like, for example, black people, we might like something from, I don't know, Asian people, whatever. But it's like, we're not going to take your culture. It's kind of like, oh, this is cool. No, everybody else will look at our culture and be like, oh, wow, this is nice. I'm going to take this for myself and I'm going to rebrand it as if it's mine.
Make some money off.
Yeah, exactly. They make money off of it. And it goes back to our Hispanic brothers and sisters too. I seen some my so-called Mexicans, agua frescas, right? And then I see a white woman, she literally found out what an agua fresca is, and then she rebranded it and made it into something else, as if she invented it. And thankfully, I see our so-called Mexican brothers and sisters, they got on her like, what are you doing? But that's just what they do. Wow, this is nice. I'm going to take this and I'm going to make it for ourselves. I'm going to rebrand it. There was one not too long ago. I think he was like a Grecian man or somewhere in Europe. He went to Mexico and he said, Mexico does not have a bread culture, which is crazy. So he said, I'm going to make bread for pretty much promoting his culture and diminishing what they have. Mind you, he lives in Mexico. My whole point being is we got to learn to gatekeep. We have to learn to gatekeep, because the problem is we want to, oh yeah, you can come along, you can come along, you can come along. We have a long history of that. And that's why we're in the situation that we're in now, because now they're like, oh, black people don't have any culture. Or the so-called white man feels like he can invade in Hispanic culture, don't even like Hispanic people, but loves your food, loves your women, will literally not like you, but take vacations in your country. How that make sense? You got to cut them off, man. These people don't. First of all, they don't want to be saved. Like you said, this is their heaven. This is the white man's heaven. Everything is designed for him to succeed. I don't know how some don't capitalize off of it, but it's designed for him to succeed. It's not designed for you to succeed. So what do they need saving from? They have everything. They own everything. They're over there trying to get oil from Venezuela as we speak. They done kidnapped the president and his wife. Like, they over here robbing oil tankers. That's a pirate. That's literally like being a pirate.
Not for real.
So, but they need saving. No, we need saving, and we need to understand that if we don't, then this is just going to keep happening, man. We're going to keep letting other people in, thinking that, oh, we're friends. They're not your friend. They just like what you have and they want it for themselves. It's just steals. It's like, that's all.
He's learning to be selfish, man.
Right. Starting at verse 30 to 36.
Come on, God. The book of Numbers, chapter 10, verse 30 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar ala Yawa al alaka kaya al aratazaya wa al mawala dathya alaka, verse 31. Aya, it's like a waya Amar al na'a da'a, it's like da'a ba athanawa kaya al kana aya, it's like it. I does like a yada ith haka thana nawa bamada bar Wahayayata, Lanawa, La'aya, Layam. Verse 32, Yahaya, it's like Yahaya, Kaya, Lalaka, Aimanawa, Yahaya, it's like Wahaya, Hata Waba, Haha Wa'a, Ashar, Yaya Yaba, Yahweh, Aimanawa, Yata, it's like Yahata Banawa, Laka, 33, Waya Saiwa, Mahar, Yahweh, Daraka, Shalasha, Mayama, Wa'arayan, Barata, Yahweh Nasa'ai, Lapanyam, Daraka, Shalah, Yamaya, Latha, Latha War, Lahama, Manawaka, verse 34, Wana Aina, Wa'ainan, Yahweh, Ila Yaha, so Allah Yahum, Yawamum, Basa Aim, Mana, Hamanaka, Hamakan, Wahaya, Banasai, Aharon, Waya Amar, Mosha, Pawama, Yahweh, so I can call Ma Yahweh, Waya Patazawa, Aya Bayaka, Mapunyaka, verse 36, Mabanaka, Waya Amar, Shawa'ab, Yahweh, Rababawa, Yashra Allah. That's it, right?
That should be you start at chapter 10, verse 30 and 36.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 30. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to my own land and to my kindred. Verse 31.
It's like it real quick. Could you read that one more time?
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 10 and verse 30. He said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land and to my kindred.
So again, showing that there is a difference. Yes, they are brother-in-laws. They probably got along. It was probably cool. But what Habab is telling him, he's saying, hey, thank you, but I'm not going to go. I'm going to depart into my own land, into my kindred. That was his first initial response, right? He has the spirit of, hey, these are my people. And again, I want to highlight, this is what happens today. You see how many times, again, we're too inviting. There are so many other nations out here who will be in proximity to so-called Blacks and Latinos, right? They might hang out with you, they might party with you, whatever, but they still have it in them to recognize, like, these are my people. And I'm not mad at them because those are their people. We don't have that, Salakia. For some reason, we think that we could just be friends with everybody, and we're always looking for allies from other nations. And it never works. It has never worked out. And even right here, see an example of it, right? At some point, we're going to have to understand these are not our people. We can't save heathens. They don't need saving. They have their own country. China has their own country. You know what I'm saying? Their country is actually doing a lot better than the United States. You want to know why? Because those are their people. They're worried about their people. They're worried about the health of their people. They're worried about the birth rate of their people. They're homeless. China, I forgot exactly the number. Salakia. I want to say somewhere in the billions. Their numbers.
What was the question, sir?
See, what was the question?
No, what were you trying to look at? Or what was you saying?
How many people? The population of China. Oh, it's not technical. You could have looked quick.
Okay.
$1.2 billion or something. Might be more than that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, close. Okay, 1.4 billion. If you could, real quick, look up the population of the United States. Okay, 340 million. So China, population-wise, is bigger than the United States, right? Their homelessness rate is actually lower than the United States. You want to know why? Because it's predominantly Chinese people that live there. They looking out for their people. I can't be mad at them. But here in modern day Babylon, or as you know, as the United States of America, we're a mixing pot. We got everybody up in here. And guess what? Who predominantly runs the country? So-called white man, right? Esau. He's looking out for Edomites. He ain't looking out for you. Right. He's not. Why do you think we live in the conditions that we live in now? Yes, there's the far and few of us who made it out. We might live a little better, but again, far and few compared to the majority of so-called blacks and Latinos, right? It's like that's all I got. Again, just we gotta change our mindset at some point, man. We're just gonna keep rotating and doing the same thing over and over again. So, like, you got anything about it?
Come on, Con. It seems like we've learned everything from our oppressor, but the traits that would have saved us. We learned everything but to be selfish, just like the oppressor. The oppressor is selfish, so selfish that they'll do things that'll harm their own people just to make sure that America survives. Like Donald Trump, when he was cutting off food stamps, who's the number one benefiter of food stamps? White women. You know what I'm saying? America will do things to, you know what I'm saying, the entire nation to make sure that blacks, natives, and Hispanics suffer. And in doing that will harm their own people. But we should have learned that. We should have not harming our own people. So like, we should have learned the part of being selfish. We should have learned how to stay to ourselves. Right. You know what I'm saying? We was doing so in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? We was staying to ourselves. And then some coon of a black man called Martin Luther King Jr. loved white women so much that he said, you know what? Let's be like them. Let's be like them. They got a good way of living. You know what I'm saying? They women, he didn't say nothing about the women, but in his head, he thinking, I mean, the women is beautiful, man. They got a good way of living. In reality, it was just the women. We tried to disguise the civil rights movement, ended up putting us closer to the people that hate us. All because we wanted to be like them. If black people were doing so great and America needed to assimilate, why couldn't they be like us? Why couldn't they come and join us? Why do we have to go and join them? That just shows you that what was really driven and what really drove his whole movement was his lust. Because they should have came and be like us because we was living good. You know what I'm saying? We had black cities that was, keeping the money within the community, that was evolving, that we were growing. You know what I'm saying? But instead he wanted to go be like them. And now look, now we're like them. We're just like them in every way possible. We hate our own people. We love everybody else. We don't follow nothing that the Lord tells us to do. We follow all the pagan and hella days of the American calendar. Now we just like them. What Martin Luther King was doing was driving us further and further away from the Lord. That's exactly what the Bible talks about when false prophets will come and say, I have dreamed. That's a scripture. That's not his speech. That's a scripture in the Bible telling you, warning you about false prophets. Men like Martin Luther King Jr., when they're going to come and say that they have a vision from God and that they believe that we should unite with the people that hate us. Man, y'all need to be careful who y'all listening to. Them pastors, them Christian pastors in the mega church, yeah, they got on a nice suit and that church is big and it can house a whole bunch of homeless people, but they're not doing it. They talk good, yeah. Oh boy, sermons look good. They eye capturing, but he ain't talking about nothing. Nothing that he's saying is ordained by God. And if it was so ordained by the Lord for blacks and white people to come together, the Lord would have did it himself. But no, MLK wanted to go against the grain. He wanted to be like America, just like Jason in the Apocrypha, whose real name was Joshua, turned it because he wanted to be Greek so bad. Right. You know what I'm saying? His real name not even Martin. His real name is Michael. Let's get that. I'm gonna stop calling him Martin. That's crazy. I feel like I'm lying.
It's really not.
His name is Michael.
No, for real. A lot of people don't know that. If I could just chime in real quick, what brother's bringing out is heavy because like every time that we try to side with our oppressor, which that sentence within itself sounds crazy. You're trying to side with the people who are oppressing. I don't even make no damn sense. But we did it. And yeah, like Michael King, his whole motive was really lust. He wanted to integrate into the white community because he wanted to mess around with white and Asian women. That's not making that up. You could literally look up the pictures yourself. That's what he wanted. And he dragged all of us down with him. And then in the end, he said, and I quote, I feel like I've led my people into a burning building. He regretted his decision, but by then it was too late. He already served his purpose. And then once he turned I guess you could say against the white man, they killed him. But he's figuring it out, kill him, done. But the damage was already done. It's too late.
Right.
We done lost everything now, and now, we want to be with them. Honestly, I would rather just stay like that. They had the white only fountain, you have the black only fountain. They got a white restaurant, they got a black restaurant. Yeah, it might have been a little harder for us financially,
That was way better.
But the thing was, like you said, we had a sense of community. We stayed with ourselves. If a brother needed help, we helped them. If a sister needed help, we helped them. We had black schools, black grocery stores, everything that we needed, and you threw all that away because you like white women.
Man, them restaurants, nothing they was cooking in that white restaurant could have been better.
That's what I'm saying.
Than what Mama Odie's was cooking.
And that's just like in the Bible, because guess what? Solomon did the same thing. We had everything. And then he wanted to sleep with other nations of women, and then just like that, he lost everything. And it's funny how the things that have happened in the Bible happen today, but y'all still want to believe that the Bible is fake. These are real people.
And that's a storybook, bro.
It's the same thing. Even if you want to believe it's a story, it's not. You could still take things from this and like, damn, you know what? That's happened in real life.
Right.
That's happened. We gave up what we had because we wanted to integrate with them. We wanted to save everybody. We want everybody to come with us. And then guess what? They end up benefiting and we don't. Like, there's other heathens, there's heathens within this country that literally come over here from wherever they're from, and they do better than the white man, which is crazy. Right. You want to know who has the highest income in America? It's actually not the white man. Asians actually, I think they're like second, They make more, which is crazy, right? But they can do that because guess what? They'll set up their little Chinese shops in a black neighborhood, and they're going to make money off of you. How many times have you seen a Chinese person go into a soul restaurant? I've never seen it, personally. How many? I think I might have seen in my lifetime maybe one Chinese person go into a Mexican restaurant. Maybe. Because they're not trying to eat your food. They want to profit off of you. They want you to go over there.
They probably own that restaurant.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they want, man. I think, what was it? It's some spot over here, but it's supposed to be like a soul food place. It's Chinese people working in there. They done got the formula, now they done messed it up, and now they serving you what you. Come on, man. I could speak all day about that. The whole point is learn to be with your people. All right. Slap you. You can continue. Numbers 10 and 31.
Numbers 10 and 31. And he said, leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. Verse 32. And it shall be, if thou go with us, yeah, it shall be that the goodness of the Lord shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. Verse 33. And they departed from the mount of the Lord 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. Verse 34. And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. Verse 35. And it came to pass when the ark set forward that Moses said, rise up, Lord, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. And when it rested, he said, return, O Lord, unto the many thousands of Israel.
Okay, so real quick before we get to chapter 11, I just want to say Moses, initially Abad told him no. Moses still urged for him to join them. Now, when you read the Bible, it doesn't exactly say that Hobab agreed. It doesn't give you like a verbal confirmation, but it's heavily insinuated that he ended up changing his mind and he ended up going with Moses. I want to highlight that real quick because the Christian church, or just, fake Israelites or whoever who want to just integrate with everybody, you got the Michael King spirit, that's what we call it. They'll look at a scripture like this and try to break it down in a way like, you see, that the Midianite, he got with them. He was able to go with them. Guess what? The Lord didn't do anything. No, that wasn't supposed to happen. Just because, think of it like this. There have been times, and you don't got to admit to it, where you have sinned and you knew you wasn't supposed to do it, you might have gotten a punishment. You might have not gotten a punishment.
Right.
That's up to the Lord. I can't dictate what he does. He might give you a little slap on the wrist, or you might really suffer for what you did. That's up to him to decide. Just because a brother did something in the Bible that was a sin, and he wasn't immediately punished for it, does not mean that the Lord turned a blind eye and was like, oh, I'm just going to allow that. No.
Right.
Because people will try to use that and say, oh, like, see, it's okay. It's okay. He allowed it for them. Like, there was one where, I forgot her name, but it was King David. He got like a Canaanite woman, whatever. Again, a heathen woman, right? Was he necessarily punished in the Bible for that specifically? It actually doesn't say, but it doesn't say that he wasn't punished.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? He was punished for other things, but just because he wasn't punished and you physically didn't see it, doesn't mean that it's okay. It's just like anything else. The Lord might have given you a chance to redeem yourself. And look, that's your relationship with the Lord. You don't got to admit to nothing. It is what it is. The Lord knows, and you know.
Right.
Just because you got away with it once, don't make it okay.
Right.
That's all I got to say there, because Christians will try to say, oh, yeah, see, it's okay. No, stop trying to integrate with people. You want to save everybody. You got the Michael King spirit. And guess what? He died for that. It's a lot. I'm being
right.
real with you. I'm just being real. If you want to be like that, you will end up like that. I promise you. It's a lot. That's all I got. You got anything before we go to chapter 11?
Lots, yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
On that thing that you were saying, because Solomon has so many wives, and we know that in the Bible, Solomon was Yahushua. Is that what the reason why he didn't have a wife, meaning Yahushua, or he didn't have any wives as far as?
I see what you're asking. So it doesn't exactly say that's the reason why he didn't have any wives. Christ could have. So Christ, who was Solomon, which you are correct, he could have, but it's just that he was so dedicated to serving the Most High that he just didn't have any. Now, it is a possibility that might have been why, because he was also Adam, which you already know that, of course, too. And he was reincarnated a few times to get to what we know as today, Christ, because he had to repent for the sins that he has committed as well. Then he became perfect.
Right.
So, if pretty much to answer your question, it's a possibility. It doesn't confirm that in the Bible, but I see where you're going with it. If he did have a wife, I don't think that would have changed anything, but yeah, could have been, right? Just go ahead.
So, like, if I may, because in the Catholic Church, there's like a doctrine where it says, "Oh, Christ did have a wife," and they want to make it seem like a big old conspiracy theory that that maybe he did have like they suggest that Mary Magdalene had something to do with him,
right?
And so as fact what I'm trying to say is that he didn't have a wife, and Mary Magdalene wasn't like something that.
So they're trying to say that he did have a wife, like Christ had a wife.
Yeah, Christ. Basically, that Mary Magdalene was his rib.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you already know, but yeah, that's a lie. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that he had a rib at all. So again, just like this is why, like paraphrasing, but the Bible does say you don't add to the Bible, right? Because once you start adding, you can make up whatever you want. Like there was one where I'll share with you real quick. I got into an argument with one brother. I think he was a brother. I don't know. But he was trying to say that the only Israelites, black Israelites that exist today would be the Ethiopians. And he said because when Solomon visited Ethiopia, I think it was the Queen of Sheba, and he said that he slept with her pretty much, which, first of all, he does meet her. Nowhere in the Bible does it say that they slept together. Right? It doesn't say that, right? There's no record of that. Also, Ethiopia is a country. So you mean to tell me that Solomon by himself, he created the nation of Ethiopia? Every Ethiopian over there is an Israelite now. I highly doubt that.
Solomonite.
Yeah. I highly doubt that. It doesn't even make any sense. Nowhere does it say that one of the tribes was Ethiopia and they're there. No, it doesn't say that. But again, it just shows when you start making up your own stuff, because he said some other church, they insinuated that. And because Solomon was known to have many wives, they think that he slept with her. Doesn't say that, but they thought it. So it's just the water for bringing that up because I actually didn't know that, but it just shows again, just people just make up whatever they want to. It's kind of like with the Immaculate Conception. They try to make it seem like God came down and he impregnated her. Doesn't say that.
Right.
It says that she has a husband, that Christ was born of the flesh, just like everybody else. And it even states multiple times that his father was Joseph. That was his father. So if that's his father, how would you get? That's all I got. You got anything about?
Okay, it's just crazy, like you're saying, how much people will add on and lean onto their own understanding. They'll read everything. They'll read all the conspiracies in the Bible, except the scriptures that say, "Lean not unto your own understanding."
Literally, they'll
skip over that. Go straight to the Immaculate Conception. You know, the Mormons believe that too. The Mormons believe Christ had 2 wives. He fathered some children. Yes, the Mormon doctrine is like hilarious to me. I think
Mormons are weird.
it's like a funny cartoon to me that makes no sense. It's like it's all over the place. But it's crazy, like how much people hit a blunt and they think they've ascended. I think they are higher thinkers.
Right.
Like, bro, you need to put that blunt down, man. You stop smoking weed. It's that weed. And I say people believe weed ain't a drug, man. Weed is, oh my god.
That's what they say. It comes from the earth.
It comes from the earth, man.
It's like every drug comes from the earth.
Cocaine,
nicotine comes.
Nicotine,
From
heroin,
the earth, tobacco, coke. That comes from the earth. All that comes from the earth. No one traveled to Mars and like just scooped up some Mars dust and came back and was like, here you go. That's not what happened. But you know, critical thinking.
put the blood down.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Verse 32. Continue on. So you want us to read the rest in English or go to the Hebrew?
Did you finish 36, right?
Yeah, come on. Or
You already finished.
the end of chapter 10? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, so I'll go to the Hebrew.
Come on. The book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 1. Okay, the book of Numbers, chapter 11, verse 1. Wayahaya ha'ayam, it's like ha'ayma, ka, kamatha nanayam, ra'ay, bazay, it's like ba'azanaya, Yahweh, it's like waya shama I, Yahweh, wakara, apawa, it's like apawa, watha ba'ira, bama ash, Yahweh, wa'akar, ba'akwataza, it's like ba'akwatazaha, hamakahan, it's like hamaka, it's like hamanak, hamakan, verse 2, waya taza aipa, it's like waya taza aikwa, ha'aima ayo masha, lana, it's like layatha pala masha ayo ya. So like all Yahweh, Watha Shah Kwa'ai, Ha'ash, 3, Waya Kwa Ra'ash Shema, Hamakwa 1, Haha 1, it's like Hawa, Taba Ira, Kaya, Bara'a, Bum, Asha, Yahweh, verse 4, Wana Asa Pasa, sorry. Wanasa Waha Sa Pasap Ashar Koraba Hata Wawa Ta'awa Waya Shabawa Baya Kawa Gama Bayan Yasha'ala Waya Amara Marawa Maya, Ya'akal Nawa, Bashar, verse 5, Zakar, it's like a Zakarunwa, Agada, it's like a Hadaga, Ashar, Nakal, Bamat Zarayam, Kama, it's like Kana, it's like Kana'a, Hakwa Shah, ayam, it's like wa'ath, ha'abata thayam, wa'ath, hakatazayar, ath, it's like wa'ath, habataz, it's like habataza layam, wa'ath, hasha wa mayam, verse 6. Why I thought nash napa shana wa iba shaya. It's like a yabasha ayan call balathya all hamana aya. It's like aya naya nawa. Verse 7, last verse. Wahamawa kaza ra'ai God gada hawa wa'ai ya nawa ka'ayan haba dalak.
Is it?
Okay.
So for the sake of time, I'll just have you read the rest in English. So we'll go chapter 11, verse 1, we'll go all the way to verse 20. Now to stop you guys.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse 1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp. And the people cried unto Moses, and when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched. Verse 3, and he called the name of the place Taberah, because of the fire of the Lord burned among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic. Verse 6, but now our souls is dried away. There is nothing at all besides this manner before our eyes.
So real quick, right? Remember how we talked about how we complained when we were brought up out of Egypt? We brought it up earlier. This is, before we were traveling with Moses and Aaron, when we initially got up out of there. And, multiple examples, we, convinced Aaron to build the golden calf because we didn't believe the Most High, even though he literally sent them down there to get us. We were complaining because, we didn't have any water, we were thirsty. And look, we're human. We know that. You need food, you need water, and you might get a little famished. That's cool. But again, what's happening right here, I would say they are romanticizing slavery. This is what's happening right now. We are hungry and we're remembering, damn, I remember my master used to give me some good bread over there, man. I had a nice little bed in the back. They put it through some hard labor, but we had some cucumbers and we had some melon. I was a slave, but master treated me good. That's what was happening. And okay, just to give you another example. This one I watched Game of Thrones. There was a scene. I forgot her real name, but they called her Khaleesi. Anybody who's watched Game of Thrones knows what I'm talking about. She came
Daenerys Targaryen.
Target the water, Targaryen. What's her first name?
Daenerys
the water. So Daenerys, I remember when she first assembled her army, she goes to this city, and it's hard slavery, right? She ends up beating their army, ends up taking over, and freed all the slaves. And I remember it was this one scene where one of them comes up, and he's actually begging her, please let me go back to my master. And she's confused, you're free. You don't have to do that. You have free will. You can do what you want now.
Right, yeah.
And he's just you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, come on. Yeah. They wanted slavery to come back.
He literally begged the person that freed him to bring him back to his master. And eventually she just kind of looked at him I don't understand why you would want to do that, but you know what? All right, whatever. And there was a few of them that were like that. And I couldn't fathom it. I'm like, you were just freed. But it goes back to mental conditioning and Stockholm syndrome. That's all you know. We got to get out of that. All we knew at this time was being under the captivity of Egypt. That's all we knew. So now it's like you removed us, and to us, we're like, Lord is showing you great things. You about to get your own nation, assembling your armies, you about to get your own land. That sounds good to me. But then you still got some coons, which is like, Egypt was so nice. It was so good. I remember it was, I found out, for the Underground Railroad, when Harriet Tubman was like getting our people up out of there. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I heard that she actually had a gun. And she actually told, some of the people there, like, if you're willing to go back over there, I'm going to shoot you. And at first I didn't understand. I'm like, why are you going to kill them? But then think about it. It's like that slave can't repeat back anything. And it makes sense because what they're going to go back, kind of going back to that same spirit of Lot's wife. She wanted to go back. They wanted to go back. You know what's going to happen? They're going to go to Master. Oh, she's taking the people down over here. They're going to snitch. She couldn't have that. She's like, nah, if you want to leave, only way you leave is through this. Now, I ain't saying go out there.
Shoot you is crazy.
Yeah, I ain't.
Harriet Tubman was like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should go around shooting your people. I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to let you know the spirit behind what this is. They were so intertwined with their oppressor that they were willing to drag their own people down. That's why it's so dangerous to deal with people like that, and why you should not have that mindset. You thinking, again, selfishly, you think like, I don't want to go back to Master. That's what Master's going to ask you. Okay, well, where the rest of your people at? And because you want to be a good little boy,
I about be good nigga.
Oh,
they go this way,
They over here.
They go this way, Master.
Yeah, they over here. It's kind of similar. God,
bro,
I hate to talk about it, but like what's happening with ICE right now, I'm finding out, sadly, a lot of those ICE agents are actually Hispanic. How are you rounding up your own people? It's like disgusting to me. They don't care. But that again, having that spirit of, I'm gonna stay over here. This is my master. This is who I'm gonna go with. And now you're dragging your own people down. You rounding up your own people. That's disgusting.
Selfish.
But you see how that destroys a nation because you want to be stupid. That's what's happening right. So that's all I got. You got anything about it?
Come on, if I may. If you don't see the similarities between Egypt and America, you're blind, and there's something wrong with you mentally. If you can sit here and listen to us read all throughout Exodus and Leviticus and Numbers, and you say America isn't Egypt and America isn't in captivity, something's wrong with you. Or if you don't see the similarities between the two, and if you tell me that the children of Israel that's being spoken about right here in Numbers ain't the same Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans in America today, something is truly wrong with you. The same thing that the children of Israel is going through in Egypt is the same thing we're going through in America right now. We serve with rigor in Egypt. We serve with rigor in America. We got delivered by somebody in Egypt. We're going to be delivered by somebody here in America. We complained in Egypt. We complained in America. We wanted to go back to Egypt. There's some people that's going to want to go back to America. There's some people who come into this truth and want to go back to the world. If you don't see the similarity, there's something wrong with you. If you can't sit here and tell me that the children of Israel ain't so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, especially after everything that you hear us talking about. It's just like a Negro to get something and complain because it's not enough. Complain because it's not enough. It's not what they want. It's not the right color.
Freedom ain't enough.
Freedom ain't bro, you don't have to work more. You're not a slave no more. Yeah, but them cucumbers is fire though. You're worth how much? Turning on your Lord is worth some cucumbers, bro, and melons and fish. I don't even like fish like that. Cucumbers they taste like water, and you can barely find good melons nowadays. Man, to hell with them. To hell with that fruit, man. I'm trying to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? You're turning on your God is worth some cucumbers. That's really what they came to Moses and they mentioned it. I ain't gonna lie, Moses, man. You tripping, bro. There ain't no cucumbers, bro. We have fish in Egypt. We have melons. I think all we got is bread and water. Bread and whatever the Lord was providing. Man, Moses, I'm trying to go back to Egypt, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got us out here bad. Bro, you finna get to a whole land with just you, with your people in it. Where you're ruling, you're in charge. Whatever cucumbers and melons and fish y'all want in that land, y'all got it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to do in that land, of course, if it's pleasing to the Lord, then y'all got it. They call it the land of milk and honey. You tired of that manna? Cool. Go to the land and never eat a manna again. But that's our problem. We can't endure. We can't go. We can't take the long route. We're so impatient and we're so ungrateful. That's what we are as people. We're very ungrateful and impatient that we couldn't suffer a couple 100 more miles and a couple more wars and a couple more battles with cities just to get to a land where we can stay and live forever and rule and not have to deal with Egypt. You want cucumbers? Cool. Plant some cucumbers. You want melons? Plant melons. You want fish? Hire some fishermen, bro. But we couldn't wait. We couldn't suffer the walk, the journey a little bit longer. So we're going to complain and turn on the Lord. That's so foolish of us, man. And we can't do it again. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to happen again. It's not going to be another chance where brothers, when the World War III crack off and you in the wilderness, yeah, man, I'm finna go back to America, bro. It look like we not winning, Lord. Man, Lord be with you, bro. I ain't even finna hear it. I ain't gonna lie. Brothers above me got more mercy than me because I ain't finna hear it. You say you're gonna go back to the oppressor that unalived and did so many atrocities to your people. You a traitor and you deserve to stay here in America. You deserve to go back to Egypt. You deserve to be drowned with the Egyptians that tried to pursue us after we fled. That's what you deserve. You don't deserve the kingdom. You're so selfless when it comes to the oppressor. It's a lot, yeah.
It's well, Jacob, I see you had your hand up.
Counselor, if I may,
Go ahead.
you know, it's so heavy what you guys are saying because according to the Bible, it says that it was a 15-day journey, but it took us 40 years because of all our hard-headedness and all the sinning that we did against the Lord, because you know we couldn't obey orders. We couldn't be happy with what was given to us. So I'm just saying that was kind of heavy too.
Mm-hmm. No, that's an excellent point. Something that could have been so simple, we made it so difficult, simply because we didn't want to listen.
Right.
You self-sabotage, man.
Right.
You know, we're supposed to be God's chosen people. We're supposed to be better than everybody else. It's crazy. Even at our lowest, other nations will still, like I brought up earlier, mimic us, take things from us. It's like, why would a people who have everything want to take from somebody who supposedly has nothing? It's because it's something about us that is just so intriguing. They're just like, what are they doing? What are they watching? Why are they dressed like that? Oh, I like the food that they make. I want to make it too. I like the way that they dress. I want to do it. Oh, I like their music. I'm gonna make our own version. Meanwhile, you got your own country. You got everything. You know, your country, or at least your country ain't getting blown up or invaded. But then you still look at the oppressed and I like what they have over there. Never satisfied. You want to know why? Because somewhere in their brains, they recognize you are different. You are special. You're unique. It's because you're God's chosen people. And everybody else can see it, but you. But you. We really go out on the street and tell so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are God's chosen people. You are the greatest on the earth, and you are special. And y'all get mad. You actually get upset because we don't want to say white people. We don't want to say the Asians. We don't want to say the Indians, the East Indians.
No, definitely not. I'm not sitting next to no Indian on no chariot.
You feel bad for them.
Musty.
You feel bad for them. Oh, their country is. What about you? You're in poverty. Your people are in poverty. Even if you do live a little better, you might live in a better neighborhood. Okay, that's cool. What about like the other 99.9% of your people? Still stuff. Still broken homes. Still generational curses. But
I'm good though. It's a lot, bro. Come on.
You got to get it together. It's a lot. You can continue. Go to Numbers 11 and stop at 7.
This is the book of Numbers. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse 7. And the manna was as coriander seed, and the color thereof as the color of belldum. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in mills, or beat it in mortar, and baked it in pans and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil. In verse 9, And when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it. Then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased. Verse 11, and Moses said unto the Lord, wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant? And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all this people upon me? Verse 12, have I convinced all this people? Have I begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nursing father beareth the sucking child unto the land which thou sworest unto their fathers?
Now, real quick, before we go to verse 13, just to give you an idea of what's happening right now. We're still complaining, right? Despite us having the manna, which is bread, it's bread in a sense, and we're baking it in the pans, we're making cakes of it. Well, we have food. Let me just put it like this. It might not be, like a steak, but we still have food that can still suffice and we can share amongst our people and survive. We still have what we need. Despite that, though, despite being brought up out of captivity, we still complain. It says, then Moses heard the people weep throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent. And it says, and the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Why do you think the Lord was angry? Because it's like, damn, like, I still gave y'all what y'all needed. It might not be what you want. It ain't no sirloin steak. It ain't what you may want necessarily, but it is what you need. Right. And we still complain. So now what's starting to happen is Moses is looking to the Most High, and he's kind of losing it right now. He's kind of getting overwhelmed, like nothing is ever enough. Like now he's pretty much questioning the Most High, like, why are you doing this? Why are you afflicting, your servant? Have I not done everything that you told me to do?
Right.
Please, just give them what they need. Mind you, they already got what they need. But Moses, again, Moses is a better man than me. I'll tell you that much. He's getting fed up and he's getting overwhelmed that he's not questioning the Most High, because he is just constantly, you gotta think, he's constantly hearing this, constantly dealing with hard-headed people. And it's like, man, I still got to govern these people. I still got to do all this. Now he's questioning his position.
Right.
He's losing confidence. Like, Lord, did I not do everything that you told me to do? And they still crying. I feel him, right? But now he's starting to have a moment of weakness. Salaki, if you could go to verse 13, Brother Bashar.
Come on, sir. Another one. Whence should I have flesh to give unto all this people?
So when it says flesh, think meat. We don't want the bread. We want steak. We want chicken. That's what we want, right? But we still have what we need. Go ahead.
For they weep unto me, saying, give us flesh, that we may eat.
Mind you, we already have food, but it ain't the food that we want. We still want that steak. It ain't good enough. Keep going.
Verse 14. I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me.
So now he's officially overwhelmed. Moses is like, I can't do this anymore. Keep going.
And if thou deal thus with me, kill me, I pray thee, out of hand, if I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness.
Moses wanted to die. You see that? Moses was so stressed out and overcome with grief, because it's like, in his mind, this is a moment of weakness. I'm not saying he made the right decision right here, but I will just let you know what he was going through. Imagine you are one of the two people that is governing the nation of Israel, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Think of us, like really think of us and how we are. We hard-headed. I mean, it says so in the Bible. We got a stiff neck. We are hard-headed.
Right.
And you're trying to govern everybody like, hey, I need every tribe to come over here. You got to do this. And we just won't shut up. We are constantly complaining over and over. Oh, we don't have this. Oh, we don't have that. Mind you, the Lord multiple times gives us what we need. We're hungry. He gave us the manna. He gave us the bread. And then guess what? We were doing what we were doing. We was making food for ourselves, but it's like, but I want a burger. I want fries. This isn't good enough. You should be grateful you have anything to eat. I'm gonna eat that bread. I'm gonna drink the water. It might not taste the greatest, but hey, at least I can fill my belly at night and my family is good and we can go to sleep not hungry. Guess what? Still wasn't good enough. And just imagine you. It's just you and your brother, and you dealing with all that. Just y'all. Eventually, it gets to a man. Moses was a very righteous man, but now he's having his moment of weakness to the point where he's like, Lord, at this point, you can just off me. I don't even care no more. Like just so I don't have to deal with this anymore. That's how bad it got. Now, what can you take away from this? One, I don't agree what was Moses' decision, right? And we'll read on past that. But it's just to let you know the type of burden of what he was dealing with, if that makes sense. Also, for the people, be grateful, like you said. Be grateful for what you have. You ain't got the steak, but at least you got some food. All right, you ain't got steak, but you got fries. I have to survive off them fries for a little bit. Fries and water. That's all you got. Potatoes and water. Okay, cool. At least you got something.
Right.
There's other people that they don't got anything. You got nothing. At least we got that. You still complaining? The Lord could have just killed you right there and gave you nothing. Then your ass really would have been complaining. Oh, I'm starving. I guess the manna wasn't good enough. And that's kind of like our story with the Most High. He keeps giving and giving and giving and giving. And it's just like, yeah, it ain't enough. The one that I bring up the most is, of course, there was a point we didn't have any kings. We just had the Most High. That's all we needed. Other nations had kings. We looked, well, they got kings. We want one too. Or said, all right, I ain't good enough for you, I guess. Here's a king. I'm going to make him in my anger. And he sucked. Well, Saul, he was like, dude, he's up there with like top 5 worst kings. We had actually more bad kings than good kings in the nation of Israel. You don't know that. Never would have happened if we were just satisfied with what we had. You see how it just keeps trickling down? Be grateful for what you do have, because you could have nothing. Salaki. You got anything about it before we continue?
Lots.
All right, you can go to verse 16.
Verse 16. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 11 and verse 16. And the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people, and officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand with thee.
If I could, real quick, I won't be too long-winded. Again, Moses, the Lord is always going to give you what you need. He might not give you what you want, but he's going to give you what you need. Moses' burden was too big to bear by himself. So what does the Lord do? He said, you know what? Okay, gather all these elders. I'm going to help you. I'm going to make them help you, right? You said verse 16. So bring them to the tabernacle, bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation. They may stand there with thee. So he's like, okay, I'm going to get these other brothers for you. Keep going.
Verse 17, and I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them.
So what he's saying right here is the spirit that you have to govern your nation. I'm going to take that and I'm going to instill that same spirit among these men. Keep going.
And they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone.
So right there, he's saying, hey, you know what? This is too much for you. So I'm going to gain other brothers who have a spirit similar to yours. And now you have help. Now you will govern it together. That's a beautiful thing. He didn't want Moses to die. Right. Moses was a great man, right? He didn't want him to die. So he said, I'm going to help you. And that's very similar to what happens here in the Isupk and Commander General Yohanan. Sometimes you might get put in the zone. It might only be like 3 brothers. Don't worry. You keep up the good work. The Lord is going to start to bring out a spirit in other righteous brothers. They might just need to be woken up. They need to get there. They see what you're doing now. You went from 3 brothers. Now you got 20 brothers in one school. And now you're all divvying up the work, working together. You still got your captain in charge, of course, but now you can delegate, and now everybody helps each other. Now you have a community.
Right.
You see how that works? The Lord going to help you. Just keep putting in the work. And Moses, he was putting in the work. I guess the Lord just needed to hear him real quick. He's like, you know what? Don't worry, I got you. Don't worry about it. Now you will no longer bear this burden alone. Now you have other brothers who will be there for you. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's like, you got anything about it before we go?
No, sir.
All right, you keep
Verse 18, and say thou unto the people, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye have whipped in the ears of the Lord, saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you flesh, and ye shall eat. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2 days, nor 5 days, neither 10 days, nor 20 days, but even a whole month, until it come out of your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you, because that ye have despised the Lord which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt? Verse 21. And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, that has said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month.
All right, you can stop right there. That's the last verse. You got anything about it?
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Why come we forth out of Egypt? Nigga, go back. Walk all the way back to Egypt and don't come back. Go back, bro. I don't care. I'm not trying to hear it. I promise you. If anybody say that, if we, Lord allow, if we make it, you know what I'm saying, we make it out of America, y'all get into that wilderness, and they're like, bro, why did we ever leave America, bro? Nigga, go back. I'll take the check. I'm gonna get checked. Like, bro, go back. Bye. Kick bro out the can. Like, bro, come on now. Why come we forth out of Egypt? Because you despise the Lord that was among you. That's just like, you know what I'm saying? That's just like niggas. Salakia. To despise and hate everything that's good to them. You know what I'm saying? But it's all right. You ain't never gonna realize how good you had it until it's gone, man. You don't miss something until you lost it. And that's exactly what the children of Israel are gonna, have to learn. You know what I'm saying the Lord is going to, we don't change, you know what I'm saying? He might, turn away from us again. You know what I'm saying? Because we so wicked. You never know what the Lord gonna do. It's really according to what we do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We serve him and we do everything that he tells us to do. He ain't gonna turn away from us again. But I don't know. Who am I? You know what I'm saying? Turn away from doing what you want to do and do what the Lord told you. Because the Lord, it creeps me, or not creeps me, hold on. It messes with my head sometimes. Because the Lord literally said, all right, bet I'm gonna choose. I chose you. I'm saying y'all gonna be my special people. I'm gonna rock with y'all. I'm gonna give y'all rules to follow. And they're not that hard, for real, if you think about it. It's not that hard. It's the simple. It's the bare minimum to being a good human being, if you really think about it. I'm gonna give you rules to follow. You follow these rules, I'm gonna put you in the land. The best land on the planet Earth. The soil is fertile, the weather is good, you right by, you know what I'm saying? If you look at Israel, you right by the beach. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put y'all in the best spot on the planet. All I gotta do is follow my rules and be good people. And y'all the best. Y'all gonna rule the whole planet. Yeah, but get there, we ain't got no cucumbers. On the way there, ain't no cucumbers though.
It sounds crazy.
It sounds crazy. See how crazy it sounds? Yeah, but ain't no cucumbers there though. Bro, I gotta go 15 days without cucumbers? Nah, I can't do it. So keep the blessing.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like you got a spirit of Esau. You're just like your daddy. The reason why I say that is because remember, Esau was the one who gave up his blessing for some food.
Pause.
That's all. He was hungry. Right now, of course, we know that he was never going to get the blessing. But the thing is, Esau didn't know that.
Right.
Isaac didn't know that. He was going to give the blessing to Esau. But because Esau, again, the Lord knew his spirit, that's why he didn't get it. Even though he was technically the older brother, he knew he wasn't fit for it.
Right.
He's like, man, this dude won't give it all up for a plate.
Man, I don't care, bro. Give me the soup, bro. Come on, keep playing.
And then got mad. And was like, Jacob tricked me. No, he didn't. I'm sorry, not Jacob. No, Jacob.
Yeah, Jacob.
No, Jacob tricked me. It's like, nah, Jacob ain't tricked you. He went up, he was like, look, you eat his food. But you gotta give me my blessing. And you said okay. Now he got it. It's, what?
That's just like the white man too. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the spirit
crazy.
that you had. And then guess what happened? He was so angry. Mind you, Esau still got a blessing. He was blessed with a sword. And what did he do with that blessing? He vowed to torture Jacob and his descendants forever. That's why the white man is the way he is. It's more than just, oh, we look. No, that's in him. He looks at you, and it was already predated. Like, I gotta get him. I gotta mess with him. I gotta do something. I gotta have some control over these people. I got to do something. And guess what? He will never be satisfied.
Right.
That's why he keeps doing it. Ain't it interesting that for our Hispanic brothers and sisters, right, when they come into the country, they get mad because you don't speak English, which is crazy. Because Spanish comes from Europe.
Y'all taught us how to speak Spanish. Are you mad at me?
You did that. You taught them to speak Spanish. Now you mad because they speak what your brothers speak? No, we don't want none of that here. You made them that way.
Right.
Even the term Hispanic, you know, Hispanic's not a race. Hispanic literally is anybody who is from a Spanish-speaking country. Anybody. So that technically, if you really want to go off a literal term, an Asian can be Hispanic if they come from a Spanish-speaking country. Right? Spaniards are actually considered Hispanic. That's the whole reason why that exists. Hellenized. But now you mad when you don't speak English. That's your fault. You did that.
Right.
Now you mad? Like, come on, man. Same thing with black people. You want to label us as thugs and criminals and all sorts of stuff when it's really you. But then when we're, educated and we speak proper and, we got good jobs and good wages and, we don't commit any crime, you mad. Because now we don't fit the stereotype that you painted of us. It's like, no matter what you do, Esau hates you. No matter what you do. It don't matter if you're a bum or the richest man on the planet. They hate you. It don't matter, man. Again, just going off of, you should not want to save them. Because Esau himself did not want to be saved.
Right.
That's in him. You can't fix something. You can't make something that was already crooked straight. It's crooked. So it's always going to be crooked. No matter how much you try to bend it to what you know. That's who Esau is. Let Esau be Esau. Let Ammon be Ammon. Let Moab be Moab. Let them be who they want. You be you. And that is God's chosen people. It's like, that's all I got. Yeah, I think
that's all I'm saying.
All right. So with that being said, close the class. So just Amijah, me and the brothers are here. Men of Israel, bear thy loins to prepare to salute the Torah. Yeah, Bashim Yahshua, brother. Yeah. Yeah, Bashim Yahshua, brother. Yeah.
How about you? Talk about that. How about you? Shepherd? Yeah.
So I'm here.
How about Shimmy Al-Shawra? Yeah.
Sorry, sorry,
All right, Amaya Wakanya Hakodam. Which means rise, stand, face east. We're going over the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew and English. It's like one of the prayers in Hebrew. Beginning with the Lord's Prayer, Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Badah, Ya, Socal, Yahweh, Blakotka, Tabaa, Ratzaka, Ya, Aisha, Ratza, Sawa, Ya, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Nakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kabawat Nawa, Hasalak Nawa, like Kabawati Nawa, Balaa, Tabaya Nawa, Banasaya 1, Mabal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Lawalumya, Amad.
Lord's Prayer in English, Our Father.
Our Father,
which art in heaven.
which art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth.
as
it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debts.
as we forgive our debts.
And lead us not
into
temptation.
temptation,
But deliver us.
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom
And the power.
and the power
And the glory.
and the glory
Forever.
So be it. So be it. Amen. This is the Hakak, the power in Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Kusha, Lanawa, Hakak, Hakak, Raha, Call Makala, Call Manawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamat Zariah, Hakak, La Quaya, Hamathia, Hakak, Harakawat, Tamala, Garshan, Hashem Yahushai, Water.
Now in English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai. Please
give us the power.
Give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power
The power to
to
cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean spirits.
Cast
them out. In the name
of Yahushua.
of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Yashra'ala, Habayah, Saparia, Barak, Hashem Yahushai, the water Ahmad.
We just said was Lord.
Lord,
In the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushah,
Bless us.
bless us,
And Israel.
and Israel,
And the school.
and the school,
In the name of Yahushua.
in the name of Yahushah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'ah,
Asha'ah,
Ayanya, Aharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Ishah, Shamayam, Wa'aratza, Ayathan, Namawat, Ragalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Chawamar, Yasra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tzalka, Ayah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Walayala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Wakal, Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka, Yahweh, Shamar, Taza'aka, Babawaka, Wayatha, Wa'ai, I will up.
Psalm 21 in English. I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
I will lift up my eyes to the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help.
My help
coming from the Lord.
coming from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
not slumber.
Behold.
Behold,
He that keepeth
he
Israel.
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor
shall
sleep.
neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
From all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time
from
forward.
this time forward
And even.
and even
forevermore.
forevermore. This is Psalm 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al Dami Alakah,
All the men
All Takarash, All the Squat, All Kahana, Hayobika, Hama, the one, Ra'ash, Alaimka, Yarawamua, Soda, Wayata, Yakitazawa, Al Tizapawanika, Amarwa, the Kawa, Wanakakita, Magoya, Wala, that's a car, Shadab Shrala, Awada, Kaya, Nawa Itizawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Yakawakwa, Ahoya, Wam, Wayasamai, Alayam, Awaba, Wagaryam, Gabal, Waimawan, Waimalak, Palasha, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Haywa, Zaro Y, Labunya, Lawat, Salah, Aisha, Lahum, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sara'at, Kayabya, Balakor, Bayashwan, Nashamawat, Bayan, Dara, it's like Hayawa, Damat, Ladama, Shaitama, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, because of Ba, because of Zalmanai, Konas Yakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Naira Shah, Lanawa, Nawa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shaitam, Kagagala, Kwash, Japunya, Rawaka, Shabaira, Yaira, Wakala Haba, Watalahat, Hariyan, Kun, Dardatma, Basairikas, Wabasa, Wapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyahum, Palawan, Wayabakwash, Shamka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, it's like Waya Bahawa, IDI, Waya Kaparwa, Waya Daiwa, like Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Waya Atha, Shamka, Yahawah, Labaka, Aliwan, Alcohol, Harasa.
Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They have hate.
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted
Against thy enemies.
They have said, Come, let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off.
From being a nation.
From being a nation.
The name of Israel.
The name of Israel.
Be no more remembered.
Maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They're confederate against
They're confederate against me.
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
Hagarines,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Amalek.
and Amalek,
The
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The sword also was drawn with.
The sword also was drawn with.
They hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them.
Do unto them
as to the Midianites.
as to the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Japan,
The brook of Kison.
at the brook of Kison,
Which perished in the door.
which perished at the door.
They became a stump for the
They
earth.
became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nose like Oreb,
And like Zaid.
and like Zaid.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes.
all their princes,
As a Ba.
as the Ba,
And as a
and as Azmuna,
who said,
who said,
let us take the hours.
let us take to
the
ourselves
house of God.
the house of God
Possession.
and possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a whip.
Make them like a whip,
As a stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As flames set the mountains on fire.
as the flames that the mountain on fire.
So persecute.
So persecute
thy tempest.
with thy tempest,
Make them afraid.
make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their face with shame.
Let me seek thy name.
Let them be seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded
And troubled.
and troubled
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
Men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
his name alone,
whose name alone
is Yahweh.
is Yahweh,
The Most High.
art the Most High
Over
over all the earth. These are the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Wami Akala, Wa Alahayim, Matazab Yah, Alawap Yahana, Ha Alawapia, Hastaranyam, Hakwatazayanyam, Hakahayoyam, Wahawatyan, Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Kawata, Aman.
The blessings in the English. Blessed be Yahweh.
Blessed be Yahweh,
And Yahushai.
and Yahushai,
And Michael.
and Mike,
And the angel.
and the angel,
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan,
The general.
the generals,
Captain.
the captains,
Officers.
the officers,
Troopers.
the troopers,
And the sisters.
and the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushai.
in the name of Yahushai,
Thank you.
thank you,
So be it.
so be it.
So these are the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh,
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth,
In all things living.
and all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai,
Listen to us now.
listen to us now,
Right now.
right now.
Send evil.
Send evil
And curses.
and curses
And punishment.
and punishment
And destruction.
and destruction
To the heat
to the heathen
that speak against us.
that speak against us,
Thy prophets.
thy prophets,
The teachers.
the teachers,
The princes.
the princes,
The priests.
the priests,
The Israelite brothers.
the Israelite brothers,
And the school.
And the school.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose.
And take loose.
The treasure.
The treasure.
Of the rich.
Of the rich.
Of Israel.
Of Israel.
That refuse.
That refuse.
To get to the school.
To get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy
To
sanctuary.
enter into thy sanctuary.
Send evil.
Send evil.
And curses.
And curses.
And punishment.
And punishment.
And destruction.
And destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And the nation.
And the nations.
And their drug dealers.
And their drug dealers.
Court system.
The court system.
The prison system.
The prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments.
All the governments.
Of our enemies.
Of our enemies.
Amalek.
Amalek.
Synagogues and armies.
Synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam. Christianity.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Gay movement.
The gay movement.
Lesbian
The
movement.
lesbian movement.
Spies.
Workers
of witchcraft.
of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
NASA space program.
Army.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines. Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And airways.
And
The
airways.
cable access
The
channel.
cable access channel.
The radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people.
of any of thy
That
people
seek to stop
that
us.
seeks to stop us.
Bring swift destruction.
and bring swift destruction
So all the heat.
to all the heathen
that stand in the way.
that stand in the way.
Will try to stop us.
Try to stop
From
us
broadcasting your
from
word.
broadcasting your word
Throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and fro.
Cause them to go to and fro
Through the earth.
through the earth
And consume them.
and consume them.
Let the plague.
That the plagues
Shake the house.
shake the house
Of the thief.
of the thief
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh
Let Yahweh,
Michael
Michael,
and Gabriel
and Gabriel
come down
come down
with the flying
with
saucers
the flying saucers
and punish
and
all
punish all
the heathen
that
come up against
that
us
come up against us
as we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it to be known
Cause it to be known
by all
by all
that it is the angel
that it is the angels
that hath done it.
that had done it.
Cause it to be spread
Cause it to be spread
through the media
throughout
the whole world.
the whole world.
Cause them to shake
Cause them to shake
at thy coming.
at thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh,
Thank you.
thank you.
Always.
Always.
So be.
So be it.
Sorry, face me. Before we close the class, does anybody want to be anointed? Or is everybody too well? Be anointed, sis? Okay, come forth right here, sis. Lord, let's pray. Okay, so this is the anointing prayer. So this is me and the brother here. Yabaraka,
Yabaraka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Wayashamarka,
Marka,
Ya'ar,
Yahar,
Yahweh,
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 Alika,
Alyaka,
Waya,
Waya,
Kunka,
Kunka,
Yasha'a,
Yasha'a,
Yahweh,
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 Alika,
Alyaka,
Wayashamlaka,
Wayashamlaka,
Shalom,
Salam,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bashem,
Basam,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Barak,
Barak,
Rapah,
Rapah,
Magun,
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 and now you would say your name.
Tawabah, Tawabah, Tawabah,
Bashem Yahushai,
Ba'ashim Yahushai,
the water Aman.
the water of mud.
What we just said in English was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, protect. Tawabah. All right. So, for the sister, she may have a seat. For the brothers, I'm going to give one courtesy salute to the teachers. Men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim, Barak,
Yahweh, Yahweh, Shabbat,
Yahbashim Yahushai, Barakatah.
The sister was saying, Sister Star-Faced Sister. I'm going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Men of Israel, Amijim Shabbat, Amijim, Barak,
Yahweh Kamal Latah Ba'ashim Yahushai.
Yajmatah. Class dismissed.